Imagine you're sitting in a bustling cafe, observing the quiet interactions of people around you. Amidst the chatter and laughter, one couple stands out. They barely speak, yet their connection is palpable. A simple exchange of glances, a gentle touch of hands, these silent actions convey more than words ever could. What if I told you that understanding and embracing the power of such unspoken communication can transform your relationships? This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, becomes a guiding light. Stoicism teaches us that actions often speak louder than words. It emphasizes living according to our principles and values, showing our worth through deeds rather than declarations. In today's exploration, we'll delve into 20 silent actions inspired by Stoicism that can reveal your true worth to your loved one. These actions, rooted in wisdom, patience, and integrity, can bridge gaps words fail to fill. By the end of this journey, you'll be equipped with insights to enhance your connections in the most profound and meaningful way. Stay with us as we uncover the subtle art of expressing love and worth through actions, a skill that resonates deeply in our fast-paced world. The first action involves demonstrating your worth through consistent effort in everyday tasks. Imagine each moment of your day as a canvas where you paint your intentions and values with dedication. Whether it's preparing a meal with care, tidying up your living space, or simply being present in a conversation, these small acts are powerful. They reflect your commitment and reliability, qualities that resonate deeply in any relationship. Through these efforts, your loved one sees that you value the time and space you share together. Consistency in these routines builds a foundation of trust. It's in the everyday gestures that we silently communicate our respect and devotion, showing that we are reliable and invested in the well-being of those we care about. By approaching daily tasks with purpose and presence, we convey our true worth without uttering a single word. This is a reminder that dedication is not just shown in grand gestures, but in the quiet, everyday actions that speak volumes. As we understand this, the essence of Stoicism, we set the stage for deeper connections and foster a sense of grounded tranquility in our relationships. The subtle art of consistency lies in the quiet power of repeated actions, no matter how small they might seem. Picture the steady rhythm of ocean waves meeting the shore. Each wave, though gentle and unassuming, shapes the coastline over time. Similarly, our consistent actions, even in their simplicity, carve out a space of trust and reliability in our relationships. When you regularly remember to bring home their favorite snack or send that goodnight text, it is more than just a task. It signifies that you care, you remember, you are dependable. This consistency becomes a silent pledge of your sincerity and commitment. Imagine the comfort in knowing someone will always be there, like sunrise and sunset. This reliability becomes the invisible thread that strengthens your bond, assuring your loved one that your presence is not fleeting but a steadfast element in their life. With each consistent act, you weave a tapestry of trust, showing that your words are more than promises. They are lived and breathed daily. It is these small, steady acts that proclaim your dedication, painting a vivid picture of your true worth without needing to speak it aloud. The second action involves listening actively, a powerful yet often overlooked way to show respect and value for your loved one's thoughts. Imagine a conversation not as a race to be heard, but as a harmonious dance of understanding. When you truly listen, you are doing more than just hearing words. You are immersing yourself in the emotions, concerns, and stories being shared. This level of attentiveness creates a safe space where your loved one feels seen and understood. When you set aside distractions, maintain eye contact, and nod in agreement, it signals that their thoughts matter deeply to you. This act of focused presence conveys empathy and care. Think about the times when you felt truly heard, the warmth and validation it brought you. By being an attentive listener, you offer that same comfort to your loved one. It reinforces the message that their voice is important, their feelings are valid, and their presence is cherished. In a world buzzing with distractions, the gift of undivided attention is a rare treasure. It speaks volumes about your priorities and the genuine affection you hold for them. Through active listening, you silently affirm that they are at the center of your world, honoring their words with the sincerity of your attention. This silent yet profound action enhances your connection, nurturing a bond that is both deep and enduring. Mastering the pause is a gentle art form that elevates your listening skills to new heights. Picture a symphony where every note is perfectly timed, and each pause allows the melody to breathe and unfold its richness. Similarly, in conversations, the silence between words can be just as meaningful as the words themselves. By pausing before responding, you give yourself a moment to truly absorb what has been said, ensuring you fully comprehend the message beyond surface-level understanding. This practice is more than just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about embracing the silence to reflect and understand. When you pause, you signal to your loved one that their words are valuable and deserving of thoughtful consideration. It shows that you are not rushing to judgment or eager to interject, but are instead prioritizing their narrative. This simple act fosters a deeper connection, as it demonstrates a genuine commitment to understanding them. Moreover, the pause allows you to respond with intention and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. It gives you the space to formulate a response that adds value to the conversation, building a more meaningful dialogue. By mastering the pause, you cultivate an environment where both you and your loved one feel respected and heard. This skill not only enhances your listening abilities, but also enriches the quality of your interactions, reflecting the Stoic principle of mindful presence. Through this silent yet powerful technique, you reinforce your true worth, showing that your relationship is built on a foundation of patience, respect, and thoughtful communication. The third action involves practicing patience, a timeless virtue that silently speaks volumes about your inner strength and respect. Imagine patience as a tree standing tall and steady amidst the fiercest winds. It roots deep into the ground, unwavering yet flexible, embodying resilience and calm. In relationships, patience allows us to remain composed and understanding, even when faced with moments of frustration or misunderstanding. This quality is not about simply waiting, but maintaining a positive attitude while waiting. It demonstrates your ability to empathize and understand your loved one's pace and perspective. Consider the times when you showed patience in a heated conversation, choosing to listen rather than react impulsively. Such moments are not of weakness but of immense power, showcasing your emotional maturity and respect for the other person's feelings. By embodying patience, you offer the gift of time and space for your loved ones to express themselves and grow. This thoughtful endurance conveys that you value their journey and respect their individuality, reaffirming a bond grounded in trust and understanding. Patience is the unspoken assurance that reassures your loved one of your steadfastness, no matter how turbulent the circumstances become. Through this silent yet profound action, you reveal your true worth, strengthening your relationship with every moment of calm persistence. The long game of patience unfolds in various scenarios, each silently strengthening the threads of your relationship. Consider the moment of disagreement where emotions run high and words may sting. Instead of escalating, you choose to breathe deeply and let the storm pass. This not only prevents unnecessary conflict, but also shows your loved one that you prioritize harmony over being right. In the realm of dreams and ambitions, patience becomes a beacon of support. Imagine your partner pursuing a challenging goal, like mastering a new skill or changing careers. By offering your patience, you give them the freedom to navigate their journey without pressure, showing unwavering support even during setbacks. When they stumble, your patience becomes the cushion that encourages them to rise and try again, conveying that you believe in their potential beyond momentary failures. In times of personal growth, patience is the gentle hand that guides rather than pushes. As your loved one works through personal challenges or emotional healing, your patient presence reassures them that change and understanding take time. This quiet acceptance fosters a safe environment where they feel empowered to grow at their pace, knowing your commitment remains steady. Through these examples, patience proves to be a silent pillar of strength that nurtures a resilient bond, revealing your true worth in the enduring journey of togetherness. By embracing the long game, you enrich your relationship with the profound understanding that love is not in the rush but in the enduring, steady presence through all seasons of life. The fourth action involves performing thoughtful acts of kindness without expecting anything in return. Picture this as planting seeds in a garden, knowing you may never bask in their shade or enjoy their fruits, yet you plant them for the sheer joy of nurturing life. In relationships, these acts of kindness are like gentle notes in a symphony, adding harmony without demanding solos. A spontaneous gesture like preparing your loved one's favorite meal after a long day, tidying up their workspace, or sending a heartfelt note can make a world of difference. These actions are not transactional, they are expressions of genuine care and consideration. Imagine the warmth it brings when you receive an unexpected act of kindness, how it brightens your spirit and makes you feel valued. By offering kindness without seeking recognition, you demonstrate a profound depth of character, showcasing generosity and empathy. It reflects the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can give rather than what you can gain. Each act becomes a silent testament of your love and selflessness, creating a ripple effect that nurtures a culture of kindness within your relationship. Through these small but significant gestures, you reveal your true worth, reinforcing a connection built on understanding and compassion. In doing so, you invite your loved one into a world where every action, no matter how quiet, is a celebration of the bond you cherish. The fifth action involves embracing respectful silence, a conscious choice that can significantly maintain harmony in your relationships. Imagine a serene pond, its surface undisturbed, reflecting the sky above. This tranquility mirrors the outcome when we choose to hold our tongue in situations that do not merit conflict. In relationships, not every difference or disagreement requires a response. The ability to discern when to engage and when to remain silent is a testament to emotional intelligence and maturity. By choosing your battles wisely, you focus on what truly matters, conserving energy for critical issues that impact the core of your relationship. This selective engagement prevents unnecessary friction and fosters a peaceful environment where both partners feel respected and valued. Respectful silence is not about suppressing your voice but recognizing that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. It is about understanding the power of restraint, where your silence becomes a vessel of patience and wisdom. When tensions rise, opting for a pause instead of a heated exchange allows space for reflection and understanding. It communicates that the relationship is more important than momentary disagreements, thus fortifying the bond with mutual respect. By practicing respectful silence, you silently convey the message that you value and prioritize the harmony and longevity of your relationship over fleeting disputes. This thoughtful action reveals your true worth, showcasing a commitment to nurturing a peaceful and supportive partnership. Through respectful silence, you create a loving atmosphere where both voices are honored, and the relationship flourishes in an environment of thoughtful understanding. The sixth action involves offering support in silence, an unspoken but deeply impactful form of devotion. Imagine being the unwavering lighthouse guiding ships through the night, its light a constant presence even if unnoticed. In relationships, this silent support manifests as being there for your loved one both physically and emotionally without seeking recognition. It is about the quiet strength of simply being present, whether it is sitting together in comforting silence after a challenging day or being a steadfast pillar during their difficult times. This support does not require grand gestures or declarations. It is felt in the reassuring squeeze of a hand or a warm embrace that says, "I am here with you" without uttering a single word. Think of the profound solace derived from knowing someone stands by you unconditionally, even in the silent corners of life where words fail to reach. By offering this kind of support, you create a safe haven for your loved one, a reminder that they are never alone in their struggles or triumphs. It reflects a deep-rooted commitment to their well-being and happiness, mirrored through actions rather than applause. Through this silent solidarity, you reinforce the idea that true worth lies not in seeking acknowledgement but in selflessly sharing life's journey. By standing by them in silence, you assure them of your unwavering presence, a testament to your reliable companionship and enduring love. This intangible yet palpable form of support strengthens the bond you share, quietly declaring your true worth in the shared tapestry of your lives. Leading by example and embracing vulnerability are two interconnected actions that silently strengthen the fabric of any relationship. Imagine standing on the shore as a lighthouse, guiding ships with unwavering consistency. Your loved ones look to you not for perfection but for authenticity and strength. By striving for personal growth, whether through learning a new skill, nurturing a positive habit, or simply being accountable for your actions, you set a powerful example. This silent leadership conveys that you are committed to evolving and becoming the best version of yourself. It speaks to the idea that growth is a continuous journey, one that is best traveled together with those we cherish. But equally important is the courage to embrace vulnerability, which involves opening your heart to share fears, dreams, and insecurities. Think of vulnerability as the gentle warmth of a hearth, drawing others in with its honesty and openness. When you allow your loved one to see your imperfections, it builds a bridge of trust and empathy, inviting them to do the same. This mutual sharing creates a profound connection that transcends superficial interactions. By being vulnerable, you teach that strength lies not in having all the answers, but in the willingness to be real and human. This transparency nurtures an environment of understanding and acceptance where both partners feel safe to express their true selves. Through leading by example and embracing vulnerability, you reveal your true worth, showing that you are both a guide and a confidant in your loved one's life. These silent actions weave a tapestry of connection where growth is celebrated and authenticity is cherished, enriching your relationship in the most meaningful ways. Maintaining personal integrity involves aligning your actions with your values, quietly standing by your principles even when no one is watching. Imagine being a lighthouse steadfastly illuminating the way amidst turbulent seas. Your personal integrity is the guiding light that directs you and reassures those around you of your unwavering character. In relationships, this integrity becomes a foundation of trust and respect. It means making decisions that reflect your core beliefs, treating others with kindness and honesty, and standing by your commitments. When you adhere to your principles, you demonstrate to your loved one that your words are not just fleeting promises but are deeply rooted in your character. This quiet adherence shows that you are reliable and can be depended upon no matter the circumstances. It is about doing the right thing even when it is not the easy choice. Your consistency in upholding these principles silently communicates to your loved one that they can trust in your authenticity and that your relationship is built on honest and moral ground. Consider the strength and assurance that come from knowing your partner will choose integrity over convenience, truth over deception. This steadfastness reassures your loved one that your bond is real and worthy of their confidence. Through maintaining personal integrity, you affirm your true worth, fostering a relationship grounded in mutual respect, trust, and the shared value of living authentically and with purpose. Practicing self-control involves managing your emotions and reactions, especially in tense situations, and it embodies both strength and maturity. Imagine a river flowing steadily despite the rocks that dot its path. Self-control is akin to this river's persistent flow, navigating around obstacles with grace and resolve. In relationships, this quality allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively during moments of heightened emotion. For instance, when faced with a heated argument, choosing to pause and reflect before responding showcases your capacity to regulate your emotions. This act not only prevents escalation but also demonstrates respect for your loved one, signaling that you value the relationship over temporary discord. By exercising self-control, you create a space where understanding and resolution can thrive. It's about acknowledging your feelings yet choosing to act with intention rather than being swept away by emotional tides. This discipline reflects inner resilience and the wisdom to discern what truly matters. Consider the times when you maintained composure amidst chaos, offering stability and reassurance to your loved one. Such moments anchor your relationship, revealing your true worth through measured actions. This silent yet powerful practice strengthens the bond, nurturing a dynamic of mutual respect and admiration. Through self-control, you embody the Stoic principle of being the master of your own emotions, displaying a mature approach to love and connection, and enhancing the depth and integrity of your relationship. Cultivating self-awareness is like being a gardener tending to a personal garden, where understanding your own emotions, strengths, and limitations allows you to nurture healthy relationships. Imagine you're in a lush garden, aware of each plant's needs and characteristics. Similarly, being aware of your emotional landscape enables you to interact with your loved one in a balanced and authentic manner. When you know yourself, you recognize triggers and patterns that might otherwise disrupt harmony. This insight allows you to approach situations with clarity and empathy, understanding how your actions affect your loved one. By regularly reflecting on your feelings and behaviors, you can identify areas for growth, ensuring that your interactions are rooted in genuineness rather than reactive impulses. This self-reflection helps you communicate more effectively as you become aware of how your words and actions are perceived. By acknowledging your own vulnerabilities, you create space for open dialogue, fostering a relationship where both parties feel understood and valued. Imagine the strength in a partnership where both individuals are attuned to themselves, allowing for a harmonious dance of mutual respect and support. Cultivating self-awareness is not just about introspection, but applying this understanding to nurture a relationship that thrives on authenticity. Through this silent yet transformative action, you reveal your true worth, building a dynamic founded on self-knowledge, compassion, and shared growth, ultimately enriching the bond you share. Honoring commitments involves consistently following through on your promises, showcasing reliability and steadfastness in your relationship. Imagine a bridge built stone by stone, each promise kept laying a foundation of trust that spans the distance between you and your loved one. By honoring your commitments, whether it is as simple as a promise to call or as significant as a lifelong commitment, you demonstrate your dedication and reliability. This consistency reinforces the assurance that your words are more than mere echoes. They are solid and dependable. Your loved one feels secure knowing that your actions align with your intentions, revealing a character rooted in integrity and responsibility. Valuing time together is equally significant as it reflects the priority and importance you place on the relationship. Picture shared moments as precious, like a garden that blooms with care and attention. By dedicating quality time, free from distractions, you convey that your loved one is at the forefront of your mind. These shared experiences, whether it is a quiet evening at home or an adventurous outing, become cherished memories that strengthen your bond. Quality time is not about grand plans, but about genuine presence, where both of you can connect and communicate without the clutter of daily life. When you prioritize time together, you affirm that your loved one is cherished, reinforcing the depth and value of your connection. Together, honoring commitments and valuing time form a powerful message of dedication and love, silently expressing your true worth and nurturing a relationship that stands the test of time. Nurturing growth involves silently supporting both your own personal development and that of your loved one. Imagine a garden where each plant grows at its own pace, reaching towards the sun while receiving the care it needs. In relationships, this is akin to encouraging the aspirations and dreams of your partner while also cultivating your own path. Picture yourself as a gentle gardener, offering water and sunlight in the form of encouragement and understanding without overshadowing or stifling their growth. This growth is not about making grand declarations, but involves subtle actions like listening to your loved one's ambitions, offering feedback when asked, and celebrating their successes, no matter how small. In doing so, you create a nurturing environment where they feel supported and inspired to pursue their passions. Simultaneously, it is essential to focus on your journey, setting personal goals and engaging in activities that foster your development. This balance is crucial as it demonstrates that growth is a shared journey where both partners respect and support each other's ambitions. By nurturing growth, you silently affirm the value you place on the evolution of your relationship and the individuals within it. This mutual encouragement becomes a powerful force that strengthens your bond, showing that your relationship is dynamic, evolving, and always moving forward. Through this silent yet profound action, you reveal your true worth, creating a partnership that thrives on mutual growth and shared dreams. The 15th action involves preserving respectful boundaries, a vital element in any healthy relationship. Imagine a beautiful dance where each partner moves in harmony yet respects the space and rhythm of the other. Similarly, maintaining boundaries ensures that both individuals can express themselves freely while understanding and respecting each other's limits. In a relationship, these boundaries are not barriers but pathways to mutual respect and understanding. Respecting individual boundaries means acknowledging the unique needs, preferences, and personal time of your loved one. It's about recognizing their right to privacy and individuality, whether it's giving them space to pursue hobbies, honoring their alone time, or simply listening when they express discomfort. On the other hand, shared boundaries pertain to mutual agreements that protect the relationship, like deciding on shared commitments or establishing common rituals that unite both partners. By preserving boundaries, you create an environment where both you and your loved one feel safe and valued, fostering an atmosphere of trust and open communication. This practice reflects the Stoic principle of honoring one's autonomy while being considerate of others, ensuring a balanced and harmonious relationship. Through the silent action of respecting boundaries, you demonstrate your true worth by reinforcing a foundation of respect and empathy, allowing your connection to flourish in an atmosphere of mutual understanding and support. Being reliable and showing gratitude are two silent yet profoundly impactful actions that deepen the bonds of any relationship. Imagine reliability as a rock-solid foundation upon which every other aspect of your relationship is built. It is the quiet strength that holds everything together, offering assurance that you can always be counted on when needed. Picture the comfort and security in knowing that if you say you will be there, no questions asked. It is the small gestures like remembering to pick up an item from the store or being on time for plans that speak volumes about your dependability. This consistent presence silently tells your loved one that they can rely on you, making your relationship a safe haven of trust and stability. Alongside reliability stands the vital practice of showing gratitude. Consider gratitude as the golden thread that adds warmth and richness to the tapestry of your relationship. It is in the appreciation expressed in the everyday moments, like thanking your loved one for making dinner or acknowledging their efforts in supporting you, that reveals the deep appreciation you feel for them. Gratitude is about recognizing and valuing the small acts of kindness and thoughtfulness that often go unnoticed. By expressing sincere appreciation, you foster an environment of positivity and mutual respect. This recognition reinforces the bond you share, affirming that the efforts each of you make are cherished and valued. Together, being reliable and showing gratitude cultivate a dynamic where love and respect are continually nurtured, revealing your true worth through actions that speak louder than words. Through these practices, you silently communicate that your relationship is a priority, strengthened by the assurance of dependability and the warmth of appreciation, creating a lasting connection that endures through time. Practicing empathy involves silently stepping into your loved one's shoes, understanding their perspective without the need for words. Picture empathy as a bridge that connects two hearts, allowing feelings and experiences to flow freely between them. In relationships, this quiet act of understanding can transform communication and deepen the connection shared. Imagine coming home after a challenging day and finding your loved one prepared a comforting meal without being asked. Their silent acknowledgement of your need for care and rest is a manifestation of empathy. By practicing this silent understanding, you tune into your loved one's emotional state, anticipating their needs and supporting them without them having to explain. It is about reading between the lines, noticing the subtle cues in their expressions and actions that indicate how they are truly feeling. This quiet awareness can be as simple as offering a warm embrace when words fail or giving them space when they need solitude. Through empathy, you convey that you are truly present, attuned to their world, and willing to share their burdens. Imagine the solace it brings to know that your partner genuinely feels what you are going through, standing beside you through life's ebbs and flows. By practicing empathy, you not only validate their emotions but also affirm the importance of their experiences, reinforcing the bond of understanding and love you both cherish. This silent action reveals your true worth, nurturing a relationship founded on compassion, trust, and profound mutual care, creating a space where both partners feel seen, heard, and valued. Celebrating achievements involves acknowledging and quietly cheering for your loved one's successes, showcasing your support and happiness for their accomplishments. Picture yourself as a steady breeze beneath the wings of a soaring bird, quietly boosting them higher while remaining unseen. In relationships, this silent celebration acts as a powerful affirmation of your partner's worth and potential. It is about recognizing and honoring their milestones, whether grand or small, without overshadowing their moment with your own. Imagine the joy they feel when you share in their happiness, no matter how modest the triumph may seem. This might involve a simple nod of approval, a heartfelt smile, or a gentle hug that says "well done" without the need for elaborate words. By being genuinely present in these moments, you communicate that their success is as important to you as it is to them. Your silent encouragement becomes the echo of their achievements, reinforcing that you are their biggest supporter. Consider how it feels when someone truly believes in you, celebrating your wins without jealousy or comparison. This recognition builds a foundation of mutual respect and admiration, encouraging them to reach even greater heights. Through these quiet actions, you silently affirm the value you see in them and the pride you take in their journey. Celebrating achievements in this understated yet powerful manner reflects a deep understanding and appreciation of your partner's efforts and resilience, revealing your true worth by fostering a relationship enriched with joy, encouragement, and shared victories. Silent reflection involves taking time to introspect and evaluate one's thoughts, emotions, and actions, thereby enriching both personal character and relational dynamics. Imagine a serene lake, its waters still and clear, reflecting the sky above. This tranquil image embodies the essence of silent reflection, a practice where you allow yourself to pause and look inward. Through this quiet contemplation, you gain insights into your own motives and behaviors, fostering a deeper understanding of who you are. In relationships, this self-awareness translates into more mindful and intentional interactions with your loved one. By reflecting on your experiences, you can identify areas for personal growth, ensuring that you approach your relationship with a genuine and open heart. Consider the clarity that emerges when you take a moment to step back and observe your actions without judgment. This practice empowers you to recognize patterns, celebrate progress, and address areas needing improvement. Silent reflection also strengthens your emotional resilience as you learn to navigate challenges with a calm and reflective mind. It is about embracing solitude and using that time to connect with your inner self, ultimately enhancing your ability to connect with others. Through this intentional pause, you create a space for growth and transformation, both individually and in your relationship. Imagine the strength and balance that arise from understanding your own needs and desires, enabling you to engage with your loved one more authentically. This silent action reveals your true worth as it demonstrates a commitment to continuous evolution and the nurturing of deeper, more meaningful connections. By embracing silent reflection, you enrich your relationship with the wisdom and clarity that only introspection can bring, ensuring that your love is grounded in self-awareness and mutual understanding. In summary, the silent actions we have explored offer a profound blueprint for expressing your true worth in relationships through the lens of Stoicism. From the consistent efforts in daily routines to the art of active listening, embracing patience, performing acts of kindness, and offering support without words, each action becomes a testament to the depth of your love and commitment. Maintaining personal integrity, practicing self-control, and cultivating self-awareness are cornerstones that ground your relationship in authenticity. By honoring commitments and valuing time together, you demonstrate reliability and respect, nurturing growth, preserving boundaries, and being reliable while showing gratitude are the silent pledges of your dedication. Practicing empathy and celebrating achievements reinforce the bonds of understanding and shared happiness. Silent reflection allows you to grow personally, enriching the relationship with wisdom and clarity. These Stoic-inspired practices transcend words, creating a symphony of actions that speak the language of the heart. As you integrate these principles into your life, take a moment to reflect on how each silent action can strengthen the connections with your loved ones. By embracing these practices, you foster a relationship grounded in patience, understanding, and unwavering support, revealing your true worth through quiet yet impactful gestures. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the silent language of love. If you found value in these insights, consider sharing your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoic principles and how they can enrich modern relationships. Remember, sometimes the most profound expressions of love and worth are spoken in silence. Your journey into the world of silent actions inspired by Stoicism has just begun, and we are thrilled to have been part of it. Now, we invite you to reflect on these insights and the profound impact they can have on your relationships. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. How have these silent actions transformed your interactions? What new perspectives have you gained? Your stories and reflections can inspire others on their path to deeper and more meaningful connections. If you found value in our exploration, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoic principles and other ways they can enhance modern relationships. By subscribing, you become part of a community that values wisdom, patience, and integrity. Click the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos as we continue to explore the timeless philosophies that enrich our lives today. Thank you for being with us on this journey of discovering the silent power of Stoic practices in love and worth. Until next time, remember that sometimes the greatest expressions of love are the ones that do not need words.